working?
Yeah. Just start with your name, your year, where you're from.
Okay. My name's Cheyenne McGee. I'm a second-year resident here at Dartmouth Plastic Surgery from Wenham, Massachusetts originally.
I'm Jen Lapierre. I'm originally from Glastonbury, Connecticut, and I'm the current PGY3.
Hi, my name's Chen. I'm a PGY4 currently, and I'm from Scarsdale, New York.
Hey guys, I'm Pally Rigger. I'm one of the plastic surgery PGY4s at Dartmouth, and I'm originally from Maryland.
So my name is Yang. I'm currently a PGY5.
My name is Raisa Cabrejo. I'm the PGY6 chief resident here at Dartmouth Hitchcock.
Hey, my name is Encore Talwar. I'm the PGY1 at Dartmouth Plastic Surgery, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about this program.
I think some of the strengths of our program are that we're a relatively small program. We take one resident per year, and we have 4 attendings that we work with. And the benefit of that is that you end up having close mentorship relationships with all of your attendings and work with them consistently.
I like Dartmouth because of the small feel of the program. It's hard to hide from the attendings and from each other, and we get along pretty well. We don't have any fellows here, so you get treated as a fellow. You're the microfellow, you're the craniofacial fellow, you're the hand fellow in all these cases.
A great group of residents. We're very close and very close-knit group of residents. And the fact that we're a small program, I really enjoy the ratio of residents to attendings. I feel like that gives us really good case volume.
What I like about the Dartmouth Plastic Surgery program is that it's small. It's very much a community feel. Even though we're in an academic center, I feel like the staff, the residents, the attendings, I know them all pretty well. They're part of my life, and so I think for me that's very important. I feel like being in a bigger hospital or having to rotate through multiple hospitals will be hard to build a community, but here it's very quick and it's kind of part of the experience.
The family feel of Dartmouth, all the attendings know about my personal life that I share, and they're actually curious. They always ask, oh, when's the wedding happening? They joke with me. They always ask about my fiance.
I feel like, I guess one of the worries that I had initially about coming here is, oh, because there's only one resident a year, is it going to be harder to sort of network and connect with people? Am I going to feel isolated? That definitely wasn't the case. Because we're so tight-knit with a lot of other subspecialties. I mean, some of my best friends are the vascular surgery department, ophthalmology, ortho, I've played basketball, golf.
There's a very flat hierarchy. Attendings are very kind. They love to teach. They're very approachable. I have a lot of them on speed dial.
I feel confident that our attendings really take care of us. Again, we're a small program. There's just one per year. And with our attendings, they see us day in and day out. We don't have like a dedicated breast rotation. We don't have a dedicated microsurgery rotation. We do it all, every day, all year.
And you're constantly working with a lot of the same people, so the next time you're operating with them again, it's like, oh, which resident are you again? It's like, oh, okay, this is Encore, who's operating with me again, and last time you did this much of the breast reduction, this time we'll have you practice or developing pedicles or things like that. So
I think our attendings are very good about evaluating residents and meeting them where they are at and kind of moving them along.
Yeah, the good thing about Dartmouth is even though we're in a rural community, it's a small hospital, we're the biggest hospital system for New Hampshire and most of Vermont. We even cover some of Maine and northern Massachusetts on occasion. So we see everything. We see all the bread and butter cases. We see all the complex reconstructions, trauma cases, cancer cases, congenital differences.
How interesting our case mix is. We do, unlike many programs now, we do a lot of the head and neck microsurgery, so we have a lot of experience with that with Dr. Freed.
We do plenty of breast, hand, microsurgery, lymphatics, transgender, cosmetics. I feel you can find everything and anything here.
We end up seeing lots of trauma actually from the various area because we're like the only game in town. So I feel like even though we seem kind of like we're in the middle of the woods, we actually get really a lot of clinical exposure to complex surgical problems.
And we also serve some unique populations. We actually have the highest per capita transgender population right over in Vermont. And we're pretty much the biggest providers of transgender care in that state. And so we get a lot of experience doing a lot of top surgery, bottom surgery, facial, feminization, masculinization, the entire spectrum of transgender care, which has been great to learn.
This is a resident-driven program. You don't have any fellows. And you really, I know a lot of programs say that you get into an operate early, but you really do get into operate early. I think from day one, our program is very good about getting residents, junior residents in the operating room.
We get to have a rich operative experience from our intern year forward. I think I had, over 400 cases my intern year.
And I say this a lot of the times during interviews, but I completed all of my case minimums by my PGY 4 year and was like well beyond like whatever the normal numbers are for like a lot of the bread and butter stuff.
I'm doing a hand and microsurgery fellowship with the Venti Clinic in San Francisco. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a cool experience trying to see all these crazy cases that you read about in the books. So I'm really excited for that, and I feel very prepared. I think everything that we manage here, and all the corrections, all the feedback, and all the operative experience have kind of built up to that. And so I'm excited to take it to the next level.
We have a really unique hospital here because we're a level 1 trauma center in a rural area, and we have a really large safety net and catchment area as well. So we have patients from northern New York to northern Maine and everywhere in between, some from southern Massachusetts as well.
Everything that you do is here at this tertiary care hospital, and we're actually one of the only level 1 trauma centers that covers parts of Maine, Vermont, and all of New Hampshire.
A small environment like this really lends itself to a lot of collegiality and attracts people who love to teach. I've always felt welcome. I've always felt like I'm being, taught and getting guidance and help when I need it. And I think in general we have a very positive, supportive educational culture here at Dartmouth that makes it a nice place to be a learner.
Dr. Shin, he's been talking to me about give me like 2 weeks off for my wedding or honeymoon or whatnot, making the call schedule flexible. And it's just everyone just wants you to be happy, be supported, because they know you have a personal life outside of residency. Residency is hard, and everyone knows that, and it's good that our attendees are aware.
It's really hard to find someone who's mean here. Everyone is super nice. I think people here take a lot of pride in their work and their job, and that goes from everyone, nursing, mid-levels, physicians, janitorial staff. Everyone here really takes pride in their work, and that really permeates throughout the building. Everyone here is happy when they work, and that makes a huge difference when you're spending so many hours in the hospital. It's nice to have a culture like that.
It's really nice to be in a rural healthcare center just from a quality of life point of view, because I usually have to leave the house 20 minutes before rounds, and if I hit more than 2 minutes of traffic, it's like a really bad day. My drive to work consists of driving by a lake and some beautiful mountains, which is much less stressful than city driving.
I like this location. I think it's very peaceful. It allows for a lot of the outdoor activities I like to do. I like to run a lot outside.
I love to run and be outdoors.
There's hiking trails, biking, running trails, and it's super fun. Bunch of lakes. We hang out with friends, go to swimming, and activities such as that. Especially the fall is beautiful.
Active, get outside, have fun, whether it's driving down to the Dartmouth boathouse after work to go kayaking on the river with some friends, or taking a hike literally from the hospital to Boston Knot Lake so that you can sit by the lake and read a book, which I have done after getting off call and things like that.
One of the things that's a little bit hard to capture is my girlfriend and I, we both have a dog each, so we have 2 dogs, and so we oftentimes like taking them out on hikes. But in the city, it's much harder to sort of go spontaneously on off-leash hikes. But with our dogs Duke and Mira, we'll in our backyard, literally in my backyard, there's this 2 to 3 mile hike up the mountain.
We're also pretty close to some of the bigger ski mountains. I'm like not a person who is coordinated enough to downhill ski safely, but I know that like Ying likes to snowboard, Shai's a big skier. When you only have to drive 30 minutes to a mountain, it makes it a lot easier to do that on your day off, or even like if you end up with a half day.
I personally have found my community of to do MMA, like Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so there's something for everyone up here.
Like, I've gotten really into golf and really good at it in a short amount of time, and I don't think I would have ever become a golfer had I trained at any other program.
We do have a lot of proximity to a lot of nearby cities. My significant other lives in Boston, so every other weekend I may drive down to Boston, or if you want to take a trip down to Maine, maybe go on a little beach trip that's not too far away.
There's Woodstock that's not too far away. It's about a 20-30 minute drive, but they oftentimes have a lot of nice little restaurants, coffee shops, things like that. A little bit further out, like in Burlington, there's like a lot of fun stuff to do. Just like, an hour away, small little day trips and things like that.
We're only an hour and a half away from Boston, just a few hours away from New York City. I go to both places often over the weekends. The call schedule really, even intern year, allows for you to make a lot of your weekends, which has been great.
I think other unique things about the hospital are just that we have really some world-class resources, even though we're a smaller rural healthcare center. We are a level 1 trauma center. We have a cancer center. We have an extensive research center through our connections with Dartmouth College. For example, we have extensive basic science labs here at the hospital.
Well, there's a lot of opportunities here. We have a relationship with the Thayer Engineering School. We work with the Geisel students a lot, and there's just a lot of opportunities for research, whatever you like, basic science, clinical, whatever fits your needs.
Something else that's been really meaningful to me has been the opportunities outside of the hospital, but within the Dartmouth community. So obviously, Dartmouth is a very renowned college. The Tuck Business School is a top 5 business school. Thayer Engineering is a top engineering school. There's a lot of opportunities to do collaborations with all those different institutions, and that's something even in my short time here, I've taken advantage of.
Like, everybody interviewing is already, everybody interviewing, that's probably our time to go to the OR, but everybody who's been given an interview is qualified, for the position.
If we're interviewing you, we already like you and already think that you're going to be a fantastic plastic surgeon someday. So just be yourself so that we can figure out if you'd be happy here and would be a good member of our team.
This is a chance for you to learn more about us, more about the program, the culture, the vibe of the place, as much as it is for us to learn about you.
So I think just being confident and just being yourself.
We want you to find the right home for the next 6 years, and we hope it's here.
And honestly, doing plastic surgery is a blessing, and honestly, there's no other specialty like it. So.
Like, being able to exert some control over that tempo or rhythm is very important, and not trying to rush it. Trying to exert as much energy or deliver as much energy as possible at impact. At impact is where you sort of want that maximum acceleration. I think a lot of the times when people are trying to just absolutely crush it, they go to the top and they before the energy or gravity, they try to bring it down and accelerate it downwards when it hasn't. When the acceleration deceleration hasn't equilibrated yet at the top. So I think being able to sort of feel that and time the energy delivery at the right time, not rushing it too much, helps you get the most distance, but also just smooths out all the other mechanics.